Yes, reboots. Over the past decade, many beloved childhood shows from the 90s and the 2000s had been getting their own reboots. Rugrats, Blue's Clues, The Backyardigans, Caillou, and even Dora. And reboots can be pretty bad, especially when it comes to the character redesigns. Yeah, a main problem with reboots is that sometimes they'll just completely change up the characters. Take a look at the Dora reboot, for example. Of course, some of the character redesigns are fine, like Boots, for example. He looks just like how he was in the original show. But then you've got Dora's parents and Dora's grandmother. They look nothing like how they used to look like in the original show. Why, Nickelodeon? Why did you completely change them up? They look like Cocomelon background characters. Like I've said earlier in the video, reboots can be pretty bad. And today, I will be talking about two of the worst ever reboots in history. Bob the Builder 2015 and Thomas and Friends, All Engines Go. Trust me, these shows are pretty awful. And yeah, most of you already know what is responsible for the making of these two piles of hot garbage. It's Mattel. Yes, Mattel. You know, the company behind Barbie, Hot Wheels, and Monster High, as well as Fisher-Price. Yeah, that Mattel. But why? Why did Mattel ruin Bob the Builder and Thomas and Friends?
Oh, the reason why we changed up Bob the Builder and Thomas and Friends is so that we can make it more fun for a new generation, so that modern kids will love it.
Yeah, Mattel, we know you're just trying to appeal to a modern audience. But at the same time, you've changed up too much of everything. And it is unfortunately not the same as the original shows that most adults grew up with. Just take a look at the original Bob the Builder from 1999. You've got cute characters working together to build and fix things and to solve problems. And people even loved the original claymation animation style. And yeah, the show did switch to computer animation when Bob the Builder Ready Steady Build came out. But at least Ready Steady Build still had the same original character designs. But literally 3 years after Ready Steady Build ended back in 2012, yes, 3, the brand new Bob the Builder reboot came out, and it completely changed everything. I mean, from the designs of the characters to the setting. Remember what Bob used to look like in the original show? This is what he looks like in the reboot. Remember what Wendy used to look like in the original show? This is what she looks like in the reboot. And remember what all the machines used to look like in the original show? You know, Scoop, Muck, Lofty, Rolly, and Dizzy. This is what they all look like in the reboot. All the characters in the reboot look too realistic now. Another problem with the Bob the Builder reboot is that some of the characters from the original show don't appear at all, such as Travis and Spud. And the reboot doesn't even take place in Bobsville anymore. No! In the reboot, it no longer takes place in a small town, and now it takes place in a big city called Spring City. Things weren't just the same anymore. Eventually, the Bob the Builder reboot got canceled in 2018. And you would think that the people at Mattel would have already learned their lesson by now, right? Well, no, because I've still got to talk about Thomas and Friends All Engines Go. Okay, so if you're a fan of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, then there's probably a chance that you hate All Engines Go. Basically, All Engines Go is what you get when you mix Thomas and Friends with Cocomelon. Yeah, just mash Thomas and Friends up with Cocomelon together, and then you get this. And I guess you could say that this is a literal train wreck of a reboot. Haha! Get it? Train wreck? Because the characters are engines, they're trains?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, I know. It's a stupid, corny joke. I get it. But still, Thomas and Friends All Engines Go is totally the complete opposite of what Thomas and Friends originally was. You remember it wasn't all fast-paced and bouncy in the original Thomas show, right? Everything was all realistic. And yeah, the show also did switch to computer animation when Hero of the Rails came out. But this? Yeah, I can understand why people hate All Engines Go. Everything is all messed up. Everything is too bouncy. Everything is too fast-paced. Another problem with All Engines Go is that most of the characters are now aged down. And they're now voiced by actual children, including Thomas himself.
Oh, what's the point? Diesel's so far ahead now, I'm never gonna win the race.
And so, Thomas and Friends All Engines Go lasted for 5 whole years. So, with the Bob the Builder reboot canceled and All Engines Go gone, what's gonna happen now? Like, are these shows gonna get rebooted once again? Well, yes. There is a brand new Bob the Builder movie that's in development, and Bob the Builder is going to be Latino. Trust me, if this movie isn't faithful to the 1999 series, then it's going to be another bad reboot. And Thomas is also getting rebooted once again with a brand new television series, brand new toys, and even a brand new upcoming movie. And it's gonna be another live-action animation hybrid movie. Is it gonna be like Thomas and the Magic Railroad all over again? Because Thomas and the Magic Railroad was a big flop. Let's just hope that the people at Mattel had actually learned their lesson this time and oh wait, I forgot. Just a couple of years ago, Mattel bought Barney back from the dead, and Barney has a brand new animated reboot. And, well...
Today can be anything we choose! Because I love you. I love you.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about the Barney reboot, so I think I'm just gonna end the video now. You can tell me what you think about Bob the Builder 2015 and All Engines Go in the comments below. Oh yeah, and there is one more thing I would like to say before I do end the video. So while I was making this video, this angry, impatient kid made a post saying that they've reported me because I hadn't been posting any new videos in 2 weeks. Yeah, that is a really stupid reason to be reporting someone. Just because a YouTuber hasn't been posting any videos for a certain amount of time. Well, just understand that I am a real living person. You know, I've also got a life. I am not a slave. I am not a robot. I am a real living human being just like you. Seriously, if you're a parent and you've got a young child that wants to have their own YouTube account, then you need to make sure you're supervising your child when they are online, especially if they are on YouTube. And please make sure that he or she does not act like this online. Alright, I'm now going to end the video. Just please give me some time, and then eventually I'll be ready to make and post another video soon. I will see you all again in my next video. In the meantime, if you like my videos, then feel free to subscribe. Bye-bye now.